Sega.
Good morning, anybody that's watching or watching the past broadcast. It's your boy Lewted, and I wanted to quickly go over something that I missed. It's regarding the Thracians and Dacians, as well as any faction that has Thracian warriors or Falxmen as a mercenary unit. And I just realized this because I looked it up in the game files. Just give me a second. One of the things I figured out in the game files is that armor piercing, that there's axes in both the Falx and Rompea, which the Falxmen, the Falx belong to the Dacians, as well as any faction that has Falxmen as a mercenary. And then you go over to Thrace, the Adrusian Kingdom, who have Thracian warriors. These two units are different. Like, these guys hold the Falx, these guys hold the Rompea. They're so close, they're like so similar, but they're slightly different. And I'm going to explain why in a short battle. I need a somewhat mid-tier cav unit. Not Aspis companions, but somewhat mid. Perfect. This is fine. Now, if the game files are correct, then I should win this battle using. Oh boy! Whoops, made a mistake there. But my Falxmen should win against the heavy horse, even though they're bad at bracing, bad at pretty much their melee unit. And I'm going to explain why in the battle. And this changes like a lot of what I said when you're playing as the Drissans and the Drissan and the Dacians, or Getae, as they're called here. Getae and the Adrusian Kingdom, I look on them differently now.
At this proud army, I am certain that they shall be ours. We fight for ourselves.
Notice how the heavy horse are a third threat.
We fight for each other to protect and serve. We fight for our homeland to crush and conquer.
Okay, so now I can safely explain it. Apparently, in the game files, the Falxmen and Dacian warriors are slightly different, which is why Falxmen have one less armor piercing. Like, not the base damage, because the base damage differs between entities or the model. But the reason why they have one less armor piercing is because they use a different weapon profile. However, the most interesting about the Falx and the Rompea is that they both have a 20% versus large and elephants. That's something that I didn't know about until I watched a recent video by somebody that, you know, explains stuff. And so that means that against a cav unit, these guys are probably the most effective, which would probably explain why I've been noticing that they haven't been effective versus infantry. And I don't think a lot of people know about this hidden bonus versus large and elephants. And the reason why it's hidden is because they're a melee unit, or a sword, or whatever unit. Anyway, if I'm correct, then this unit should be extremely cost effective against the heavy horse. And I also realized something else that I'll go over in the next battle, using the Drisons. Remember that the Drisons have noble warriors Thracian nobles that hold the Rompeia, which have like a base of 15 armor piercing. Alright, so I'm gonna try to charge into these guys over here. Now notice that they used frenzy charge. Oh wait, no they didn't. They were trying to go into wedge. Now on the charge, I probably should lose on the charge. Yeah, I took a nasty amount of hits. If I'm correct though, these guys should still win. However, I could be wrong.
The men are wavering.
Probably if they get charged, they'll still be bad. Okay, so I was wrong about my first prediction. If they get charged, they'll still lose. Alright, so I'll have to go over the Drisons then. Which is fine.
General is under attack.
Not a big deal. So they're still pretty bad if they get charged on. Okay. Let's try the Drisons. Because I also have to go over them anyway, since they have mercenary falconsmen. Okay, so I was kind of wrong about that, but the reason why I'm going over these guys is because there's something interesting about the Adrician's regular version compared to the mercenary version.
Deadly missiles ready!
Now, it was just mentioned to me while I was watching a video.
Frisian Royal Cavalry! My forefathers was killed by a Gaul, stabbed in the back by a treacherous slave. Will you join me in avenging him? Will you bring me the head of their leader on a spike? Missile-armed warriors! Help us! Forward! Parachute ready!
Apparently, these guys can get charged by cavalry and still survive and defeat them, assuming that it's not like a high tier cav unit. Like if it was heavy horse or citizen cav, more citizen cav, I guess, they would survive and probably rout them.
Deadly missiles ready! Warriors,
If Oathsworn use a headhunt and they've been like hurt really badly by these guys, they'd win. And I found that out this morning, and so that made me pretty hyped about this faction over the Gate, because Gate only has one Fox unit. I mean, good unit to have, but still.
get running! Warriors ready! Get running! We'll kill them all! Warriors, move out! And missile warriors! And deadly missiles ready!
I'm not using quick reload because you're going to be running.
Frisian Royal Cavalry! Missile warriors!
Oh, whoops.
Gotcha! Help us! Help us! Get running! Loose! Missiles ready! Orders! Run, Cashew! Move it! Warriors ready! Forward! Move it! Battle ready! Get running! Forward! Move it!
The battle is turning in our favor.
Run, Cashew! Get running!
Just remember that this is hitting them from the back.
Help us! Forward!
they have a base reload time of 10 seconds, so every 10 seconds they'll throw their javelins. Unlike bows, like, who have to, like,
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
put their arrows in. I also didn't mention that these guys apparently have 10 armor piercing and 25 base damage. I might have done it in like a past stream, but something that I don't take into account too much.
Now! Pelters!
The men are wavering.
Back! Aye!
And there it is. They are supposed to do X-Men.
Oh yeah, it did work. Thanks. How did you do that?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, X-Men. Actually, let's switch over to boy. And then let's go for a non-heavy spear unit that's RDA. Let's try RDA. I wonder if one thing I realized when I was watching a video is that apparently axes can almost negate armor, which makes them useful against units that have high armor. However, you still have to take into effect the melee attack, weapon damage, and melee defense of a unit. I still think no matter what, Illyrian Hoplites will win over Axe Warriors, which is why I'm not going to use Axe Warriors, but rather Cartly Axemen to see if this is true. And therefore switch over to Athletes that has Thorax Hoplites. I wonder if it works against Veteran Hoplites as well. Definitely will not win against Picked Hoplites. Should work against Darius Hoplites. Bringing a regular one to see if the regular Axemen can, which are almost like Axe Warriors, can beat a regular Hoplite unit. Again, I'm just trying these things.
No more spearmen! What are your orders? Spears ready! Fix formation! Would you dishonor your people and the gods by being unmanned by this trap? I will not suffer cowards to live. I will cut down any that run. We will have victory, or we will have an honorable death.
Okay, so the hoplites are over here, so I'll have to fix over. Yeah, apparently veteran hoplites are still a high threat. So are thorax hoplites. So that might mean that that their melee defense is too high for Cartly Axemen to get through on, and then they'll counter with their own melee attack, which is 35, but they have better armor piercing. Actually, they have worse armor piercing. What am I saying? They do have better armor piercing than regular hoplites, but it's by 2. I guess it's because of the entity. Notice the health difference as well. The armor difference doesn't do much against Axemen and Falksmen and rump units with rump ales like Thracian nobles and Thracian warriors. But the health does. You can't negate health. And they have better health, like 10 more health. And then these guys have 5 more.
We await your orders! It's waiting orders! Quick march! Axemen! No more spearmen! Axemen!
I guess if these guys were very heavy axe infantry, maybe they'd win. But because this is a very heavy spear unit, and that's usually what it comes down to, whether or not a unit's heavy or very heavy.
No more spearmen! At the double! Axemen! What are your orders? As you say!
Of course, Axemen do have javelins.
Stop!
Now I want to stop it here to see how many javelins. So I've thrown a bunch, and that probably will help them win against the front line and perhaps some of the units in the back. Letting these Axemen deal with them. I think I was right. I think the Axemen actually do negate the armor, or at least cut it in half. And that might give them the upper hand against these hoplites. Notice how at first they are a high threat. These guys are also losing against 2 Carly Axemen. Probably that's why. Probably do another battle with only 1. See how that goes. I don't think the difference, probably over here, the biggest reason why they're losing is because they're not on Hoplite wall. I don't think it matters that much for veteran spears. I do think those javelins did help them though. I haven't tried it against Correct Hoplite, which I will next game. I'm just wondering if these guys will start losing. However, the Hoplites are winded, I guess because they charged in. These guys are active. They're both doing equal amount of kills. So I guess the Barbarian Axe unit probably could be effective against Hoplites frontally. However, you have to use your javelins to weaken them a bit to get those early kills, and then the models will do the rest. However, these guys are in shield wall, which gives them... Oh, these guys aren't in shield wall. It's these 2 that are giving them a melee death buff, making them last long. Remember, melee defense makes you last longer in combat, and melee attack gets you more... But melee attack gets you more kills. Both are very essential. Like, melee attack is probably better than melee defense because you get more kills. However, melee defense is useful for keeping models alive, and therefore making them hit more enemy models. Like sometimes, like in this situation right here, it's a 2 versus 1 against this one model because they're starting to flank. And you'll notice this a lot with Wolf Warriors or any unit with clubs or the Swebby units. Okay, so time to fast forward, I guess. Mind you, the Axeman did take a lot of damage. They are now very tired.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Now all 3 of these guys are very tired. However, the Axemen are still winning. Remember that shield strength is different from armor. Shield armor. I think shield screen gives the barbaric units better armor, but Hoplite wall gives them better melee defense with their shields, and apparently gives an invisible +5 longs versus infantry. I know for a fact my axemen weren't going to win. These veteran Hoplites did a lot of damage though, I will admit. 78 kills, and lasting for about I thought my thing was on 40, but it's not. I guess they lasted for like 12 minutes.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I'm just waiting until they aren't tired anymore. Which might take a while. Actually, I have second wind. What am I doing?
We await your orders!
I could have just used second wind on them, and the veteran Hoplites routed.
Ready to march! Shield wall formation!
They only have 3 kills. Kills. I hate to say this, but the Orcs Hoplites are actually winning. This is something. I didn't know that my axemen took that much damage. Remember that if you charge, you're probably going to tire out before your enemy does. Also, if you don't have formation attack on, you're probably going to tire out too.
Infantry at your command!
Puppet say, well, it really is messing up my guys though.
Put down any man who lose without Spears ready! Quick march!
Remember, Cartly Axemen do have less health, so they will die quicker. Or will really die before a Greek model. I really don't know what to expect. They have to start losing at some point. Starting to get tired. That's probably why. And that's when the money started dropping. What? What? Give me a minute. So let's try that again.
Orders, my lord! Noble spearmen!
Alright. Okay. 41 minutes. Let's try another one.
Hartley Axeman!
This time I'm going to try 2 Curly Axemen against a veteran Hoplite and a Thorax Hoplite. Or maybe it's just the general. Yeah, it's just the general.
Guard them! Such base fears will plague the hearts of our foe! It is they who need fear us! It is they!
Yeah, okay. Just give me 1 minute.
You know that's a good idea. I think you said it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Like I said earlier, the javelins should help, which probably is why the Thorax Hoplites were getting like a monstrous amount of kills. As I said, I think that they get a +5 bonus versus infantry when they're in Hoplite wall. I'm gonna have to check the video again to see if I can confirm that.
Melee infantry ready! As you say!
When they're in Hoplite wall, they take less damage from javelins, but they don't take less damage from bows overall. The reason being is because of the trajectory. Did I say that right? Trajectory? Yeah, I did. Okay, so from these guys, most of the javelins, as you'll see, will hit the front line. Some of them will bounce and like be pointless, and then some of them may hit these guys in the back. Again, most of them, and now they all are bouncing, all have their shields down, because that's what they do when you're near them. Notice how some of them jump back. Notice how some of the javelins bounce and some kill. Most of the times they'll just go right into the shield. And you want your missiles to hit the body, whether it be the shoulder or whatnot. I should be throwing another volley in a few minutes. These guys in the back are out of range, so can't throw their javelins, but the guys in the front will do their work for them. Like I said, with a bonus versus 5, bonus versus infantry +5, that could probably help them out when you're going up against tier 3 units like, I guess, Cartley Axemen, or maybe even, like, it definitely doesn't change anything when you're going up against shock cav, or cav in general. And you probably would be better off not going into Hoplite wall, unless you're trying to brace a charge from shock cav. Because in the rear, when they're getting hit in the rear by shock cav, they'll still take a hefty amount of damage. My javelins have taken out 20 models and have pretty much done their damage.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Now I finish in. Now usually you never get that amount of javelins off. However, when you do, you do. Because these guys don't have extra charge defense, they don't negate the charge. And this time the battle should be much quicker, much over. I mean, pretty much over. Quickly. Notice how models are dropping. I still think, I'm pretty sure now I can confirm that the axe does in fact negate some armor. I don't know how much it negates, because in the game files these guys do have armor piercing abilities. And I don't mean armor piercing damage, because as we all know, they have low base damage but high armor piercing. Anyway, I want to go back to not the Dristans, I want to go back to the Dacians, or the Gitte, because I wasn't done with their Fox unit yet. This unit's taken only 11 casualties, this one only 2, and gotten 22 kills. I think on a 1 versus 1, it wouldn't matter whether it's 1 versus 1 or 2 versus 1. The Thorax Hoplites, if you get like at least half of your javelins out, you'll still probably win. I could be wrong. And that hasn't been tested yet. Or maybe it has, I have to see. Remember that the reason why this is taking so long is because their base damage is horrendously low. Armor piercing is good, but their base damage is bad. Now let's go back to Gitte. Where are they? And then let's use a unit of Citizen Cav, I guess. I guess I should try it, but using a low tier axe unit, or lower tier axe unit rather, like the regular axemen. However, they don't have the same armor. And apparently the Pila does less damage than other factions' javelins, which I thought it did more.
Folksmen! They will bleed for us! Axe warriors!
Warriors! Eager for blood!
Folksmen! Orders!
Roar!
Axes! We'll kill them all! Swords! Dacians! Warriors ready! Swords!
I want you all to take a good look at the enemy. Take it all in.
Volk's Grenadiers.
Debauchery, drunkenness, pillaging, and disgusting overeating. That is what I promise you if you kill this lot. See you at the feast!
Because these guys have a low charge bonus, I'm 100% sure that they'll lose
Dacians!
if they get charged,
It's running!
like counter-charged. I could be wrong.
Warcock and the North! Melee warriors!
Ready! Run, pursue!
Remember that Folksmen are pretty maneuverable. No, they cannot chase down skirmishers like I think naked warriors can, but they're pretty maneuverable. I know mobs, plebs, and rabbles can. I know for a fact that if these guys were to charge into this unit, but like pull out and then not charge into this unit, that these guys would definitely win.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Notice how they are winning this time. Still taking a bunch of casualties, but they are winning. Quite amazing, isn't it? I'm not going to charge into the back. Unless these guys lose. Right now they're winning, because again, they threw their javelins. And like I said, this should be happening. However, if these guys do get tired and they don't win this battle quickly, they will quickly turn. Yeah, in fact they might start losing because they're both active. But who knows? Oh yes, they're not in Hoplite wall, that's probably why they're losing right now. However, there's still a high threat, meaning that this could change very quickly. Now these guys are winded. Remember, now they're being hit from the back by models. These guys can be very cost effective against Hoplites, as you can see. However, these guys aren't in the wall. It probably is why they're losing. Notice how these two models are attacking this one model, and now they're switching over to that model. And Axe Warriors win. Without the use of very tired against a tired Thorax Hoplites, a 470 talent unit beats a 710 talent unit. Would be very different if these guys were Thorax Swordsmen. Again, weaker in combat than Thorax Swordsmen, but have better armor. However, as I mentioned, Axe Warriors do have an armor penetration ability. And I think that means that like cancels some of the armor, meaning that even though they have low base damage anyway, it makes their base damage more fulfilling, and it takes like about 2 to 3 hits for a model to die, a Greek model to die anyway. That's about it for what I learned. Like when it comes to weapon profiles, I could make a completely different stream about it. I can't do it today because again I have stuff to do. However, I think Iberian swordsmen have the javelins. They're weak in melee just because of this, and they have pretty low health. I mean, it's the same as pretty much most low tier barbarians. Or maybe it's not, maybe it's 5 less. But their low armor means that they'll get massacred by a unit that has high base damage. Same thing with the Lusitani swordsmen, guerrilla warriors, even veteran shield warriors. They have to rely on one-on-one situations where their melee attack and weapon damage can help them out. But they'll get hit down hard by slingers or any skirmisher unit. Slingers are probably most cost effective against them. Anyway, I will be right back. I wanted to do some other stuff, but anyway, yeah, I'll be right back. Oh yeah, I didn't mention this, but Sam Knight Warriors and the Roman Silky Extraordinary are virtually the same. Sam Knight Warriors do have a better charge but more melee defense, and Silky Extraordinary have +1 melee attack. That's the difference between these two units. Cost the exact same, but these guys have a bit better melee attack. And look at it, it's just +1 and they cost like the exact same. And these guys have like 7 more charge and 3 more melee defense. And these guys, which were to belong to the Etruscans, like the Sam Knights, were definitely not supposed to be playable. And where was I? Oh yes, these guys were supposed to be with the Etruscans, and the Etruscans, of course, were supposed to be the second Latin faction, but I guess didn't make the cut, or probably weren't as important as Rome was. It's funny because the Etruscans probably wouldn't even be a civilized faction anyway. They'd have some civilized units, but they'd have the Silky Hastati and all of these guys that, even though have this formation attack, aren't civilized. Italian swordsmen definitely aren't civilized. Silky Hastati are part of the Silky class, like Silky Extraordinary. Oh yeah, I think I wanted to do a Hannibal at the Gates campaign with, what was I? Not these guys. Oh yeah, with these guys. Because you can play as these two factions with the mod I am using. And this probably was a built, like a mod made description of them. And the same thing with this. Because I think this is the same one for the Grand Campaign. Oh, and I didn't go over Nightmare mode. It's just scare everyone trait to all units. That makes like low units rout. Like low morale units rout pretty easily. Probably gotta play some Street Fighter 4 before I hop off to do my exam thing. The reason why I'm doing this is because nobody's really watching, so I can get away with playing a mod on my stream and playing Street Fighter 4 on my PlayStation. I don't have a Street Fighter 4. Probably will get it. End this life or the next. have the same roster if you use I think 2 mods, like one mod to make these guys playable in this campaign and then another mod to make the Etruscans have a better roster. I'm gonna mute my mic for a little, just to get some stuff fixed. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna end this stream early so I can get some stuff done. Anyway, thanks for anybody that watched or are watching this as a past broadcast, and I promise I'll do another longer stream tomorrow.